Verma is not really a very serious player in this whole thing.
Abhishek Sudhir.
Sorry?
Abhishek Sudhir, you think between Pravesh Sahib Singh Verma and Sandeep Dixit, who has better chance of defeating Arvind Kejriwal?
Well, at the end of the day, we're in a first-past-the-post system, right? The winning candidate only has to get one vote more. So if Sandeep Dixit is fighting Arvind Kejriwal, they're fighting over the same voters. The BJP's vote base remains intact. You may have said that it's been over 2 decades since the BJP came into power. But the Punjabi community, the trading community are with the BJP, continue to be with the BJP. Middle class, upper middle class continue to be with BJP. BJP is now making some headway with the Purvanchali voters as well. They're also looking at bringing in Dalit voters, poor voters into the fold who also have a say in New Delhi, for example. So if in a triangular fight you have two sons of former chief ministers against, well, whatever Arvind Kejriwal is today, the super chief minister, if you will. I think elections are won on sentiment, and the sentiment is going against Kejriwal. I'm glad Renu at least acknowledged that Arvind Kejriwal has lost credibility. One also has to read the political tea leaves and look at what's happening behind the scenes. You had this bizarre insinuation today by Atishi that she has not been allotted a house. Now, I want your viewers to know that Atishi was allotted Sheesh Mahal on the 11th of October 2024. But Atishi has been barred from moving into Sheesh Mahal by Arvind Kejriwal for some reason. In December, Atishi sends a PS, Ashwati Muralidharan, and gets her to inspect Sheesh Mahal. And Atishi tells the Public Works Secretariat that there are 14 issues that need to be fixed with Sheesh Mahal. The Public Works Secretariat fixes those issues and then issues a habitability certificate. Basically that it is fit for habitation. Okay. Now, within 5 days, a government bungalow must be occupied once the certificate is issued.
Okay, those are specifics. Those are specifics, Abhishek Sudhir. You know, as it happens in any election, and particularly with politicians, you know, they would want to max out on emotions, on sentiment. I think Atishi was factually wrong there. It has been fact-checked.
Abhishek, I just want to say that Arvind Kejriwal is trying to distance himself from Sheesh Mahal. Now, he is barring Atishi from moving into Sheesh Mahal. What is going on behind the scenes? What is going on behind the scenes?
Quick response, Akshay. Quick response, Akshay, before I go to Mr. Satish K. Singh and get in Feroz Bakht Ahmed also. Quick response.
I think the natural response to any accusation of the Sheesh Mahal is to look at the Rajaji's Raj Mahal, which has cost 2,700 crore rupees to the exchequer to build the Prime Minister's new residence. 8,400 crores were spent to buy the Prime Minister's new private jet.
Do you have evidence of these figures, sir? Do you have evidence? Do you have evidence? Because we have a CAG audit as far as Sheesh Mahal is concerned.
We have a CAG audit. I have to come in here. Akshay, that's a factually incorrect comparison. That's a factually, you know, that's a factually, politically, even otherwise an incorrect comparison. You know, the Prime Minister's residence and the Chief Minister's residence, where some personal changes have been made in the case of the palatial bungalow, 6 Flagstaff Road in Delhi, they cannot be compared. You see, the Prime Minister's residence at Lok Kalyan Marg is the same that a dozen odd Prime Ministers before Narendra Modi have occupied. You know, so and to the best of my knowledge, no other further changes have been made in the present setup since perhaps the last one, the major one that was made at the time of Atal Bihari Vajpayee, when I think the entire road was changed. So I think the comparison is facetious. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. So let me take this forward.
Is it true? No, you should allow me the courtesy to make my full point before you allow somebody who is countering me to interrupt me all the time.
No, you are fully allowed to make a point, but I have to correct you factually also.
No, I think another guest tried to interrupt me. That's why I'm saying it's not fair that you allow somebody to cut through someone else. I did not interrupt anybody when they were making wild allegations against Arvind Kejriwal.
Why? So it's only wild allegations, then everything else is fine. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Is it true or not true that 2,700 crore rupees are being spent on the renovation of the Prime Minister's residence? You might say anything about
this is not correct.
This is not correct. Where do you have the figures?
No, this is not correct. This is not correct.
It's incorrect.
I request every viewer who's watching this show to Google right now Prime Minister's residence, 2,700 crore.
No. Google. Listen.
What do you mean Google?
Listen.
Has there been an audit by the Comptroller and Auditor General?
There is no need for Google. There is no. I'm not allowing this. This derails the whole debate. People of Delhi want to know what has happened, what has been done, on what basis they should be going out and voting. According to you, this is not an issue, right? Chief Minister's palatial bungalow and the changes that have been made, and we have seen the pictures, nothing like that ever has come out of the Prime Minister's residence.
Suddenly we are moving away from it. Why? Let's debate the Prime Minister's residence. Let's debate the Raja's Raj Mahal.
No,
Why should the country spend thousands of
I can't allow that. I can't allow that. No, I can't allow that because that's not the
audit as far as Sheesh Mahal is concerned.
That's not the
you
point.
You want to talk about the Sheesh Mahal, but Raj
Your
Mahal
figures are wrong and factually incorrect.
The Raj Mahal,
Look at the Comptroller and Auditor
It is Prime Minister of India's residence.
It
is Prime Minister of India's residence.
And you know, not building his private residence. Arvind Kejriwal
it is Prime Minister of India's residence, and the changes that have been made at 6 Flagstaff Road are, many of them, not all perhaps, but many of them are illegal. They have been flagged by the CAG, and that's what has come out.
I'm sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. You are wrong. That is the Chief Minister's residence. It is not his private residence. Arvind Kejriwal does not own a single property in Delhi. That is the reality today.
It is not the Chief Minister's residence.
It is the Chief Minister's residence.
It is not the designated house of the Chief Minister.
It is the Chief Minister. Who are you to decide?
It is not the designated CM residence.
This is not some Abhishek
Sudhir. What do you mean? Who am I? Go to the website of the Directorate of Estates, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs.
You are a blind supporter, blind bhakt. I'm the bhakt of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and you will be able to say anything and we should trust you.
And made a Sheesh Mahal.
How do you know that? Delhi government
that is not the designated Chief Minister's residence.
It is a government bungalow for the Chief Minister.
How can you say the debate? We are derailing the debate. Let me get in. Okay, now let's not derail the conversation. We are having a fantastic conversation. Let's not derail it. It's a facetious argument. I'm moving on. Satish Kesing. Let me get in Satish Kesing. Okay. Satish Kesing.
That determines what is the
Abhishek, pull back. Abhishek, pull back.
Atishi has no right to Sheesh Mahal. Okay. That's why she's been offered 2 bungalows in civil lines.
Abhishek, pull back. Pull back. I told you, politicians.